All right, so good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our program info session. And we welcome you to the University of Mindanao. So, this afternoon, we are going to feature two programs under the College of Teacher Education. And the aim of this program info session is to inform you students of different programs or courses offered by the University of Mindanao. And as I mentioned a while ago, this afternoon, we're going to feature two programs under the College of Teacher Education, and that is the Bachelor of Physical Education and also the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Social Studies. And so I know that you're very excited for this. And so we from the University of Mindanao are also excited to showcase to you these programs offered by the university. So without further ado, let us start our program info session with a quick virtual tour of the two campuses of the University of Mindanao here in Davao City. And that is the UM Matina campus and also the Bolton campus. So please take a look at this video. So there you have it, guys, the 28 hectares Matina campus and also the UM Bolton campus. And aside from that, we are here in Zoom. We are also streaming live in our YouTube channel. So you just have to search on YouTube at Unimin Official, and you'll be able to view this live or our program info session. So if there will be, if you want to review, again later, after our session, you can have it, okay, because it is being saved in our YouTube channel. All right. So without further ado, let us start knowing our first program that will be featured this afternoon, and that is the Bachelor of Physical Education. This is actually under the College of Teacher Education. And to give us knowledge and some information with regards to this program, we have with us this afternoon All right. So can you hear me, sir? Sir Arnel? Hello?
Hello, sir. Good
All right.
afternoon po. Ayan po.
Ayan. Okay, so we will now start our program info session. So we will start with knowing and giving information to our students with regards to the Bachelor of Physical Education. Again, a round of applause for Professor Arnold J. Ilag-Ilag. Sir?
Hello, good afternoon mga ga, no? Good afternoon everyone. And it's an honor for me to somehow discuss to you this afternoon regarding with the program under the College of Teacher Education, the Bachelor of Physical Education. So, let me share to you the screen po. Uh,
Okay, sir, you are muted.
mm, Ayan. Okay, so currently I am presenting po the PowerPoint, no? So maki nakita na, sir?
Not yet, sir. It's not
Not
yet,
yet,
sir,
sir.
shared.
Okay, sige po. Okay, sir. Actually, sir, I have difficulty in, ano no, in presenting my PowerPoint. Meron sana akong PowerPoint, sir. So, okay lang po ba na ano na lang, let's continue na lang po. Ano lang po ako, magsasalita na lang po ako.
Or we can have first Sir Jeric Talon, sir, so that you
Ah,
can fix your ano.
yeah,
You can
okay lang po, sir. Sige po, sir.
okay, sige. Right.
Thank you, sir.
So to continue our program info session, and maybe we can start no with the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Social Studies program of the university. So let's us welcome one of the caliber professors in the College of Teacher Education, Sir Jeric Tellen. Sir?
Okay, good afternoon po, Sir Benji, and to all our viewers for this live for the info session for Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Social Studies at saka for BPE. So welcome everyone to this info session. So we'll start with getting to know the Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Social Studies. By the way, my name is Jerry Caltelan, as what Sir Benji introduced kanina. I'm faculty of the BSEd Social Studies program. Okay, so let's get to know more what is Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Social Studies. So the Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Social Studies is a fourth-year program designed to prepare students to teach Araling Panlipunan at both the primary and secondary levels. So this program trains students the art and science of teaching disciplines of social studies. So if you take this program, you're expected to teach in elementary at and secondary level, teaching Araling Panlipunan. It's just a translation of the social studies na subject in elementary and in high school. So why do we study Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Social Studies? So first reason is that it is an in-demand profession. As you can see, we have a limited number of teacher teaching social studies in elementary and high school. As far as I remember, most of those teachers teaching Araling Panlipunan are not really social studies major. So we have a need to really increase our number in our field. So that is why, because of the low number of teachers teaching social studies, so there are also a high demand in this profession. So second is we have second reason is we have to develop the habit of critical thinking, because in social studies we are expected to explain major phenomena at saka explaining the reason behind major problems in our society, so we can have a better view, comprehensive view about it, and then try to anong tawag dyan, to propose mga solution to the problem. And then third reason is that we need to study this because history is important. So we learn from our mistakes of the past. So by knowing the history, both Philippines at saka in the world, we're able to create a more humane society that all of us can live peacefully by knowing our history. And then next is we have being aware of the current event. So ang daming nangyayaring events at saka as you can see in the news or here in the news, ang daming mga nangyayari ngayon sa mundo. So to be able to be aware on that current events and then try to be also opinionated about those events. So we need to study social studies. And then next is we have possess skills highly valued by employers. So by taking up this program, so you are assured that we can train you to become an asset of your company or in the workplace. The next, we also have here aspire to teach students culture. So if you are very fascinated with culture, how people live their lives, what are the important things in their everyday living, so we can have you to become the next teacher teaching culture. Also, we have here aspire to help students become functionally literate in the society. So we become a more productive citizen. So that's the difference kasi ng social studies at saka ng social science. Ang social science is a more broad na discipline. The social studies naman focuses on the citizenship. So we're teaching students to become good citizens of the country. And then next, we also have content and pedagogical expertise. So we're training you to become a competent teacher, both in the content, the technical know-how, at saka itong strategies, mga methodologies in teaching. So we can assure you that we can train you to become a better teacher. And then next, we also have no standards of the teaching profession. So we have high standards on teaching profession. So we want our teachers to become really competent because it will also have a boomerang effect to the students, because once the teacher is also good, the quality of the graduates at saka yung student natin would also be good. Okay, so as we all know that we are the factory of workforce of our country. So if the teachers are good, so probably the students are also good. Okay, and then last, why do we need to study BSEd, major in social studies? Is we can execute the 21st century skills in teaching and learning. So we are now in the 21st century, and a lot has happened in the course of history. So teaching also evolved. So we can teach you the trends at saka yung mga bagong ways of teaching. Okay, so we're done with the reasons. Now, why do we need to study social studies? So I hope you can see the relevance of this major to the society as a whole, to the individual, to yourself, to your family, and to the society as a whole. So I hope nakita niyo yung relevance niya. So proceed tayo to wait for a moment. Proceed tayo to the student outcomes for the Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Social Studies. So at the end of the at the completion of the program, so these are the expected from the students na ma-attain. So first, we have SOA, articulate the rootedness of education in philosophical, sociocultural, historical, psychological, and political context. So we have a more comprehensive view on education. So bakit nga ba siya na-establish as a major institution, and ano yung connection niya to the other institutions, at saka for a wider view doon. So SOB naman, demonstrate mastery of subject matter at saka ng discipline. I think this is the core of our profession, because we are teaching students, so we need to be also knowledgeable about the content that we are teaching. So once we don't have the necessary knowledge, so probably we cannot teach the students also necessary information on our specific specialization. SOC, we have facilitate learning using a wide range of teaching methodologies and delivery modes appropriate to specific learners and their environment. So as much as possible, we employ in our teaching various methodologies so that we can also assess students well, hindi lang siya in one aspect but also as a whole. So SOD, develop innovative curricula, instructional plans, teaching approaches, and resources for diverse learners. So we want to adjust to the needs of the society. So as much as possible, our curriculum is dynamic, and then our plans for our approaches are also adjusted to that. Okay, next is we have SOE, apply skills in the development and utilization of ICT to promote quality, relevant, and sustainable educational practices. So for this student outcome, we expect the students after graduation that you're able to manipulate technology for education, kasi we are now in the 21st century and students are learning differently from before. So, and that is why we need to utilize ICT so that we can also give our students better education. SOF, we have demonstrate a variety of thinking skills in planning, monitoring, assessing, and reporting learning process and outcomes. So this is, I think, for the evaluation process, the assessment, our students, after you graduate from this program, is able to show mastery in the tools in assessment. So you can report to the student what are their status, ano yung mga need na i-improve sa kanilang mga output. So SOG naman, we have practice professional and ethical teaching standards, sensitive to the local, national, and global realities. So we are also trying to see the ethical standards. Are we following the ethical standards in terms of teaching? So yun siya, dapat alam natin siya. So pag mag-graduate tayo in this program, hindi tayo magkakamali in our action in the society. And the next is we have pursue lifelong learning for personal and professional growth through varied experiential and field-based opportunities. So once you graduate in this institution, you're able to find more knowledge, to improve yourself and to improve your profession. Okay. So yes, for SOI, I think contextualized on social studies major. So nakalagay dito, in SOI, utilize appropriate various socio-cultural and historical materials in explaining current issues. So in social studies, we're expected to really tackle on current issues. So in able to understand all of those current issues, we need to have a basis in explaining those problems and issues. So in order to understand why people do these things, bakit ba ganito yung mundong ginagalawan natin na yon, we need to also revisit the history at saka yung mga socio-cultural aspects, para ma-explain natin yung mga current issues. Because those issues are not just nangyari lang ng all of a sudden, there's always an explanation to that. So through graduating in this program, you're able to explain current issues through using different lenses. Okay, so SOJ organize communities towards self-reliance and self-sufficiency. So probably this is a very heavy responsibility for the graduates of social studies because we know culture. We should also know development in our communities. So we are being tapped by the community to improve the living of other people in the community. SOK naman, demonstrate leadership skills that will help in teaching or training students who will empower their communities. So ito yung sinasabi ko that once you graduate, hindi lang siya nag-e-end doon yung role mo in improving the lives of other people, but also trying to immerse in your community. Kasi we are given the privilege and right to be educated, so we need to also change or help in the improvement of our communities. So that's the program objective of the social studies major. SOL, integrate local and global perspectives in teaching the principle of the common good. So after graduation, dapat natuturuan mo yung students paano ba maging babait and then maging magalang at saka maging kapaki-pakinabang in the community. So those are the things that we want our students to really practice in the future. And then we also have SOM, employ principles of sustainable development in teaching and learning. So sustainable development means that we need to practice ensuring that we are using our resources very well and economically. Hindi siya compromise ng future generation. So enable for our future generation to use our resources, we need to practice sustainable development. So after graduation after graduating in this program, you're able to teach students also how to be frugal in their consumption and how can they contribute to preserving our environment. We also have in our SON, scholarship in research and further learning. So here in UM, we have a very extensive research culture. So we promise you to really provide necessary skills in research, because research is very important. It is one of those tools that we can use to change the society. We have also here SOO. This is the last student outcome. Display the qualities of an innovative teacher who has mastery of the subject matter. So you don't only have the mastery of the subject matter, but you're also flexible in innovating your teaching. So all of those are the student outcomes. So after graduation, so you're able to practice all of these major na mga student outcomes natin for this program. Okay? Sige. So proceed tayo to what are the courses offered for this major, for BSEd major in social studies. As you can see, during the first semester of the first year level, so most of the subjects here are GE or general education ng mga subjects. Yung mga major natin, yung mga SST, okay? Yung mga SST na nomenclature dyan in the subject, yun yung mga major natin. Yung mga EDUC naman is for the professional education subjects. So these subjects are important in teaching, learning process. No? So itong mga SST more into our major. So kita nyo dito, merong foundation of social studies. So during this major na subject, we're able to get to know ano ba yung social studies, bakit siya important, and its historical context, bakit siya in-implement in America, kasi America siya nauna. Then after that is na-implement na siya in the Philippines via our colonization of American. So second is of Geography 1, the basics of geography. We'll be talking about that, the study of the Earth, the study of the topographical aspect of the Earth. Then after that, during second semester, we will discuss also geography 2. I think this is into human geography. The Geography 1 is more into physical geography. We will also discuss world history. So if you are very interested in learning the history of the world, so pwede siya dito, no? We can discuss all of those historical context here in the subject. And then, yan siya, yung mga UGE natin, mga general education subjects yan. So at summer, meron tayong mga GE subjects pa rin. And then, LP or lesson planning. Very important, especially in teaching. Kasi teaching is both an art at saka a science. So the strategic lesson planning makes our profession, no? Or ang teaching to be a science. Okay? So proceed tayo to second year. Second year naman, meron na tayong Geography 3. Geography 3, this is an urban geography. This is an additional na geography for the new curriculum. So as you can see, it is a very important course for this major para ma-discuss natin dito ano bang nangyayari sa urban landscapes natin, yung population in the urban areas, anong din natin i-discuss. We also have microeconomics, law and related studies, at saka Asian studies. As you can see, napaka-interesting na mga subjects for the major in social studies. If you're really interested about society, about how people decide, about how people organize themselves, the relationship networks, all of those are beneficial in social studies. Second year, second semester naman, as you can see there, yung mga major natin, we have places and landscape in changing world, that is still geography. We also have macroeconomics, so the study of economics in a macro perspective. We also have world history too, so from 1600s to the present history natin. Okay? So during the summer, usually mga GE na yan yung ating mga subject. So proceed tayo to third year. So as you can see here, meron tayong major dito na Research in Social Studies 1. So this is for chapter 1 and chapter 2 of your research. So if you want to explore more of research, so ito yung course na magbibigay sa inyo ng knowledge about this one. We also have sociocultural anthropology. Are you very interested about culture? So this one is for you. This course is for you. So probably you would have more fun engaging to these subjects. We also have trends and issues in social studies, teaching approaches, at saka comparative economic planning. For second semester naman, for third year, we have comparative government and politics. So if you're interested with how politics work both in the Philippines at saka worldwide, so nandito siya sa mga list of courses offered for this program. We also have research and social studies. This is in continuation with the research and social studies 1. This is still research. We also have production of social studies instructional materials and assessment and evaluation in social sciences, technology for teaching and learning 2. Itong tatlong ito, SST 322, 323, at saka 324, all of these majors are into strategies, how to teach in social studies classroom. We also have social networking for social integration, at saka integrative methods in teaching social science discipline in basic education. And during the fourth year, so ito na yung mga time natin to really test whether you really learn something from the program. So we have teaching internship, specialization, meron din tayong Gen Ed, Prof Ed, at saka yung mga competency appraisal natin to see whether the students really learn from our program. So I think ito yung lahat ng ating courses offers. As you can see, it's very comprehensive. So very comprehensive siya. So makukuha mo yung yung knowledge na needed mo to become a better teacher. Okay? So proceed tayo to the teaching internship at saka on-the-job training. So I think ito yung pinaka-hallmark natin of whether the students really learn from our program through our internship. So in the second semester of the fourth year, students should attend and comply with their teaching internship to various universities, partner schools, private and public. So this is the time where you really practice your skills at saka hone your skills in teaching, because hindi na lang siya yung contrived experience na lang siya or yung mga simulations na lang, no? So we are really immersed into the realities of teaching. So that is a very important itong teaching internship at saka on the job training. So students are allowed to put their knowledge and abilities to use in a real teaching scenario. So their cooperating teachers guide them and support their performance to the OJT coordinator. So you have a bunch of help from those people na meron talagang experience on teaching. So through that, you're able to hone your craft. Okay? Aside from that, the College of Teacher Education also has history on externship. So meron tayong chance that we can exercise or we can have our internship outside of Davao City. So pwede siya nasa Southeast Asia or pwede rin siya within the Philippines. So if you want to have a new experience on teaching internship, so UM can offer you a lot of that, because we are known to have an internationalization programs here in UM. Okay? So yes. Proceed tayo to the career paths for Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Social Studies. So of course, when you graduate in this program, you're expected to become a social studies teacher or an araling panlipunan teacher. So ito yung pinaka-crucial ng mga teachers, no, according to research, because social studies subject is value-laden. So if our students are not productive or our students are not really respectful at saka hindi kind, hindi humane to other people, so probably yan yung fault ng ating mga social studies teachers. So aside from values teachers, social studies teachers are also crucial in teaching students on being humane, being kind. So value-laden kasi siya. We also have here, you can also have your career prospects on peace education. So you can teach students living their lives at peace, no, by diplomatic ways, at saka teaching them how to deal with conflict in the society. We also have social scientists. If you are really engaged in research, so you can practice your expertise, no, into research. So finding solution to the problems in social sciences na mga disciplines. Okay. So you can see the importance ng social science through these career paths. So next is also, we are very lucky that the program of BSEd major in social studies produces 4 top-notchers so far in the board examination for professional teachers. And one of those is in your screen, Ma'am Razelo V. Roselio, 3rd placer. Licensure examination for teachers on September 2016 with a rating of 89.60%. So she was the first top-notcher of the program in 2016. So baka kayo na ang susunod, no? So if you enroll in UM, you can also be one of the legions of top-notchers. And mind you, if you enroll in social studies, this is not a very easy major. We have a very broad topics that we need to learn from this subject. So aside from that, we also have Ian Val Cabel, 6th placer, left March 2018 with a rating of 91.40%. That was in March 2018. And then we also have Joseph Roy P. Makiling, 6th placer, licensure examination for teachers, September 2018 with a rating of 91.80%. And lastly, yours truly, 10th placer po ako in the LET March 2018 with a rating of 90.60%. So the success of aside from the top notchers, also the passers of the licensure examination for teachers is a testament that the university is really doing well and the college is doing well in terms of training teachers to become good teachers at saka excelling in their expertise. Okay, so here are the benefits and experiences in enrolling in this program. So we have here experience with college with fun. So we have a very engaging activities for you, especially during activities that requires competition among different organizations. So if you are really a competitive person, so you can practice your skills at saka your expertise here in the competitions in different organizations. Okay? Aside from that, ito yung mga benefit din natin, mga competition natin, as what I've said kanina. Okay, aside from that, engage to fun and exciting activities. The OSA and the college also have a lot in store for you in terms of activities. Okay, so napaka daming activities natin, intramurals, buwan ng wika, to name a few, no? Ang daming mga activities natin na napaka engaging at saka fun. Okay, so if you're interested about the program, so you can contact UM through their official Facebook page or through Ilustrado, our official organization for our major. So if you enroll in our program, you are also automatically become a member of the Ilustrado. Okay, so that's our official group kung mag-enroll kayo dito sa UM on Social Studies. Okay, so I think that will be all for my presentation. Thank you very much for having me and having the chance to explain our program. And I hope I get to see you in the next school year, enrolling in our program and have a fun time together learning at saka honing our skills as a teacher. Thank you very much, everyone.
All right, thank you very much, Professor Tellen, for those information with regards to the Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Social Studies. And so without further ado, let us go to the next program that will be featuring this afternoon, and that is the Bachelor of Physical Education. Again, together with us this afternoon is one of the faculty of Bachelor of Physical Education, Professor Arnold J. Ilag-Ilag. Sir?
So once again po, good afternoon everyone. And again, it's an honor to be the speaker for this info session. Today, I will giving you the information and background of the Bachelor of Physical Education. By the way, Bachelor of Physical Education is a program under the College of Teacher Education. So in Bachelor of Physical Education, so it is a 4-year course which allows for focused study in physical education and yet includes other areas like health, education, and music. So particularly in Bachelor of Physical Education, we study different ways like health education, sports, dances, and also music. Aside from that, the program aims to produce scientifically inclined physical education graduates who are imbued with UMian values and whose knowledge and skills will respond to the national and global demands. And moreover, it will prepare and train qualified students to teach physical education, recreation, and sports in the elementary, secondary, and tertiary levels, and to become sports, dance, recreation, and fitness specialists. So therefore, if you are a Bachelor of Physical Education graduate, so hindi lang po in the tertiary level or sa secondary level, pwede ka pong magturo. Pwede ka rin magturo sa elementary and other also fields, no? Like, for example, you will become a fitness instructor, no? Fitness specialist, or somehow a health educator, and so on. Ultimately, the program will develop the students' insights and appreciation of physical education and sports as a viable discipline applicable to all facets of social activities. So disclaimer lamang po, usually kasi pag sinabi kasing Bachelor of Physical Education, puro sayaw lang yan, puro kantahan, puro laro lang yan. But in the Bachelor of Physical Education, we are using or we will be using the totality of ourself, our mind, our brain, our body, our emotional aspect, our psychological aspect, and our spiritual aspect. So we will be using that one in this program. No, if other subjects or if other majors somehow they are focusing on somehow knowledge, no, and somehow memorizing or somehow knowing some things. But here in the program of the Bachelor of Physical Education, it requires to have these five aspects. And I encourage and suggest that if you will enroll in the program, you must be physically fit because marami po tayong mga subjects that is related or are related sa mga physical activities like sports, dances, and even health. Okay, so now here are the pictures of the different subjects that you will be taking in the near future if you will enroll here in the Bachelor of Physical Education. So this one, the Arnis, this is one of the subjects under the um, individual and dual sports under the combative sport. No? Okay. Also, sports class, we have football, softball, basketball, and so on. These are under the subject team sports. Okay. Then also we have swimming and aquatics and also survival skills, no, which will help us to somehow develop our swimming and aquatic skills and survival skills. Because in the near future, we will be future educators that will teach different skills, most especially in sports and survival. Okay. Next is also we have gymnastics class. So this will test your flexibility in terms of your bodily movement because we have motor control. We have somehow different strategies or exercises that we will perform. So therefore, as a BPE student, you must somehow have a flexible body. So that's why we have this kind of subject in our program. Okay, also because one of our goal or one of our career is to become a dance instructor, so we should know also the Philippine traditional or the dance classes, different traditional Philippine folk dances. So here um, you will learn how to read the literature, to interpret a literature, most especially in dancing Philippine folk dances. Also, we have tribal and ethnic dance classes. So same as with the Philippine folk dances, we interpret literatures also here based on the proper way on how to dance and how to perform a certain tribal or ethnic dance. Also, we have international dance classes like social dances, dances in different countries, the Latin dances, Latin American dances like cha-cha-cha, rumba, um, jive, and so on. Okay. So also aside from those, we have also emergency preparedness class. So we in this subject, we will talk about different ways on how to rescue, how to properly do if there will be a risk like earthquakes, typhoon, and so on. And also, the basic first aid is also discussed here in the emergency preparedness class. So in the specific student outcomes of the Bachelor of Physical Education, so we have SOI. SOI applies scientific and evidence-based practices critical to the education and learning processes. So therefore, since we are a bodily kinesthetic, so we need scientific and um, evidence-based practices, which is relevant and which is correct in learning processes. SOJ demonstrates skillful performance in a variety of physical activities. Since we are Bachelor of Physical Education, it needs to somehow you will learn the skillful or the skills, correct skills and performances. And also, since you will be future educators, you need to demonstrate that one and familiarize that one. SOK adapt performance to a variety of physical settings like formal classes, recreational, and competitive. So, hindi lang tayo puro discussion sa ating mga subjects, but also most especially the practical, no? May mga demonstrations tayo, may mga performances tayo. So that's why we need our mind and body in terms of learning the subject in BPE. SOL, critically examine the curriculum. Example, the content, pedagogy, and assessments and program, and enhance or innovate them necessarily. So this means that since we are on or our future career in if you will graduate in Bachelor of Physical Education, your future career, one of your future career is to become a teacher. So therefore, you need to learn how the how to teach different strategies to your learners. Then SOM, plan and implement safe and effective physical activity programs to address the needs of individual and groups in school and or non-school settings. So Siyempre, as a future physical education, future physical educator, so you must teach also safety protocols on how to properly execute a certain exercise or physical activity. Okay, and SON, monitor and evaluate physical activity programs in school and or non-school settings. Okay. So for the grading system for freshman BPE, now if you will enroll in the Bachelor of Physical Education, so class participation is 30%, consists of the following: quizzes, assignments, participation, 10%, research projects and requirements, 20%. And the remaining 70% of that is the examinations. So first exam is 10%, second exam is 10%, third exam is 10%, and for the final exam, 40%, a total of 100%. So for the grading system for freshman GPE, so when we say GPE, this is the general physical education. So mostly these subjects are minor subjects, no? Because in our curriculum we have also GPE subjects. Okay, so for class participation, 30% consists of quizzes, assignments, and participation. 10%, practical tests. 10%. Research projects and requirements 10%, and the remaining 70% for the examinations. Okay, so first exam 10%, second exam 10%, third exam 10%, and for the final exam 40%. Okay, so for our grading system for first year students, so we have this scale, grade, scale 2, and description. So if your grade is 96 to 100, so your grade is A and your scale is 4.0, then the description is high distinction. So ang mag-appear po sa ating mga student portals sa ating grades, ito pong nasa scale 2. So if you will got 96 to 100, so it is equivalent to 4.0. 90 to 95, that is B plus. Then the scale is 3.5 and the description is distinction. Then if 85 to 89, B minus, that is 3.0, and the description is very good. 80 to 84, that is C plus, that is 2.5, and the description is good. Then 75 to 79, that is C minus, that is 2.0, and the description is average. So if less than 75, so your grade is failed, then the scale is 1.0, then the description is failed. Okay, so if before the 96 to 100 is 1.0, now it has changed to 4.0. And if you will got 1.0, it doesn't mean that you will get a perfect score in your I mean perfect grade, no. So it means if you will got a 1.0 uh in in a subject, therefore it is a failed subject. So for the um subjects that you will be taking up in the Bachelor Physical Education. So same as with the other major like the social studies, we have also general education subjects and also the professional education subjects. So for our major, so for here in as you can see in the first year prospectus, so in BPE 11 in first year, first semester, we have BPE 111, which talks about the philosophical and socio-anthropological foundations of physical education and sports. So it's all about the history, the foundation, and somehow the philosophical views of the physical education and sports. Also, we will be having BPE 112, which is the anatomy and physiology of human movement. So actually, um, you are wondering why is it that anatomy and physiology is included here in our program. So actually, the reason is we need to know the biomechanical demands or parts of our human body, because as future physical educators, we need to familiarize those parts. No? For example, in somehow helping students in their exercises. So we need to know what are the body parts that includes in this particular exercise and so on. So also we have BPE 113. So principles of motor control and learning of exercise, of sports and dance. Okay, so it's all about the motor control, the movement. So that's it. That's in the first semester. While on the second semester, so we have BPE 121, which is the physiology of exercise and physical activity. And BPE 122, applied motor control and learning of exercise, sports, and dance. Then BPE 123, individual and dual sports, racket sports, athletics, and martial arts. So therefore, in the second semester, it's more on somehow um, mental and physical subjects, no? Because we have individual, dual, and the applied motor skills. Okay. So for the second year, so for the second year, we have BPE 213, which is the Philippine Traditional Games and Sports. Then also BPE 211, which is the Movement Education. Then BPE 212, the Philippine Traditional Dances. So that's on the second year, first semester. And in the second semester of second year, so we have BPE 221, International Dance and Other Forms. And also BPE 222, Swimming and Aquatics and Survival Skills. Then BPE 223, Emergency Preparedness and Safety Management. So let's go to the third year. No, what are those major that you will be somehow kukunin ninyo in the third year? So for first semester, we have BPE 311, Coordinated School Health Program. Then in BPE 312, Personal, Community, and Environmental Health. So these are subjects that focuses on the health education. Okay. So next we have BPE 323, the Drug Education, Consumer Health Education, and Healthy Eating. Then BPE 314, Teaching PE and Health in the Elementary Grades. Also, we have BPE 315, so music in the K to 12 curriculum. So that's we have also BPE 412. This is research in school PE1. So this is for the thesis, no? The chapter 1 and chapter 2 of your research. Then for the third year second semester, we have BPE 321, team sports, like soccer, football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, non-traditional ultimate, and handball, football or floorball, futsal, and sepak takraw. So those are the sports that you will be having in the BPE 321. Then next is BPE 322, process of teaching PE and health education. Then BPE 324, Curriculum and Assessment for Physical Education and Health Education. Then BPE 325L, Technology for Teaching and Learning 2, PE and Health Education. So we have also BPE 413, the Research in School PE 2. So this is the continuation of our Research in School PE 1. So that's it. Then in the fourth year, so that's more on the field study, field study 1, field study 2, and then the competency appraisal. So ito po yung ating mga subjects na ating kukuha if we will enroll Bachelor of Physical Education. That's why we need a student in Bachelor of Physical Education who are fit to this subject. Kasi po, medyo mahirap po ito kasi we will be using the totality of ourself, no? Mind, body, emotion, our spiritual and psychological aspect. So here are some of the future careers of a BPE graduate, no? Kung kayo ay BPE graduate, so these are your future careers. Number one is fitness instructor and coach. So because of your knowledge in terms of motor control, the different exercises, and knowing the anatomy and physiology, so somehow at some point you can be a fitness instructor and coach. Next is athletic coach or sports coaches and instructors. So, magtuturo ka ng mga iba't ibang mga sports, no, like individual and dual sports. Then, also dance instructor and coach, no, choreographers, no, dance choreographers also. The next is aerobics instructor, no. So, like Zumba instructors, no, calisthenics instructors or coaches or trainers. So, yan po ang isa sa mga careers. And syempre, you will also become a PE teacher, okay, physical education teacher that promotes health and wellness and also fitness, no, in every student, no. That's why na ano bang kaibahan ng PE teachers sa ibang mga teachers? So, ang PE teachers ay they are somehow teaching you on how to take care of yourselves kasi useless ang inyong magiging future careers. For example, if you're not a BPE student or physical education teacher or student, kung hindi ka mag-take care sa inyong mga sarili, no? You will not enjoy your profession in the near future. So that's why PE is here to help you to somehow on your physical attributes, physical aspects, and health. Okay. Aside from that, you will also become a sports coordinator. Then also, you will also become a sports official or technical officials in the different sporting events, no, like the BRAA or Palarong Pambansa, so on and so forth. Then also, you will become health and wellness instructor and consultant. So these are the future careers of a BPE graduate. So next, I will introduce to you the different faculties under the Bachelor of Physical Education. So for the program head of the Bachelor of Physical Education, we have Professor Jonal J. L. Versano, Master of Arts and Education graduate and also a BSEd MAPE graduate. So he is our program head in this school year. Next, we have Ma'am Ivy V. Singson, a college professor. Actually, Ma'am Ivy was our former program head. Okay. Next, we have also Mom or Dr. Marmy Rochelle Potenciando, so college professor, so Doctor of Education, and also a MAED PE and a BSEd PEM. Next, we have Dr. Lenzel G. Tolon, a college professor, so Doctor of Education, then MAED PE and BSEd PEM. Next, yours truly, I am Professor Arnold J. A. Ilag-Ilag, Associate Professor 1, and also a MAED graduate and a BSEd MAPE. Next is Professor Glidale John G. Escabarte, Lecturer 1. So ongoing ang kanyang masters. Okay, next we have Professor Leonardo H. Rondero, so Lecturer 1, same as Sir Glidale. So ongoing rin ang kanyang master's degree. Next, we have Professor R.V. Velasco, graduate of BPE-SPE and a lecturer 1 in this university. Next, Professor Kate Maylika Boucher, so lecturer 1, a graduate of BSEd MAPE, and ongoing na rin ang kanyang master's degree. So next is Mom Jenny May V. Arcales, so a lecturer 1 in the university. Next, Sir or Professor Pedro Tiongson. So Sir Tiongson is a part-time teacher in the College of Teacher Education in the Bachelor of Physical Education program. Next, we have Professor Francis Angelo L. Bete, a graduate of BSEd SPE, and also ongoing ang kanyang master's degree. Next is one of our part-time professors, Professor Natalie Jill Saruca, graduate of MAED PE and BSEd MAPE. Next, we have also Professor Fernan D. Reyorzora. So, ongoing ang kanyang master's degree. We have also Dr. Pearl Ann M. Mancao. And also we have Dr. Pedrito Castillo III. So these are the members of the faculty under the Bachelor of Physical Education program. So if you will enroll in the Bachelor of Physical Education, you will meet these brilliant and enthusiastic professors in the Bachelor of Physical Education. So I think that's all for my info session for this afternoon. Thank you very much for inviting me this afternoon, and God bless us everyone.
All right, thank you so much, Sir Arnold, for those information with regards to the Bachelor of Physical Education program under the College of Teacher Education. And so this afternoon, our incoming freshmen were able to grasp all those information that you have mentioned a while ago. So we say thank you for your time and effort, Sir Jeric and Sir Arnel, for giving us those information of those two programs, and to give us further reasons why they should choose University of Mindanao and also choose either of the two programs that we have featured this afternoon. Let us take a look at this video.
For 76 years, the University of Mindanao has made quality higher education more accessible and more affordable to Filipinos aiming for a college degree. Still undecided where to spend one of the most important stages of your life, aka college? Here are 6 reasons you should choose UM as your home university as you enter your college life. Reason number 1, flexible schedule. It's all about efficiency, focus, and quality. Under the UM term system, students are required to take at least 4 to 5 course subjects in any given term and complete the program within the required number of years. The term system, with at least 4 course subjects in a term, compared to a regular semester with 8 to 9 courses, enables students to focus and prioritize their subjects better. Likewise, under the term system, students will have the option to choose their class schedules from either of the 3 sessions: morning, afternoon, or evening. Reason number 2, quality education. UM is the first university in Mindanao and Visayas granted an institutional ISO 9001-2015 certification. It is also the first and only school granted Category A status and is one of the 3 universities in the Davao region granted autonomous status by the Commission on Higher Education. Not only that, UM is recognized by CHED as a center of excellence in teacher education, business administration, and criminology, and a center of development in accountancy, computer engineering, computer science, information technology, and mechanical engineering. Further, is recognized by PACUCOA as the institution with the highest number of accredited programs in Davao region and second in the country, and is granted certificates of accreditation from the Philippine Technological Council for its engineering programs. Reason number 3, affordability with a wide range of quality academic programs. Because aims to be accessible to all manner of aspiring students and help them reach success in education, affordability became an utmost priority. To date, is the most affordable private university in the region. Moreover, is the largest academic institution in Davao region in terms of the number of program offerings. It has more than 100 undergraduate and graduate programs. Reason number 4, large campus and high-quality facilities. has expansive campuses that are strategically located to provide convenience in commuting and are equipped to accommodate thousands of students comfortably, with more than enough space and facilities for curricular and extracurricular activities. The 28-hectare Matinat campus houses buildings for its 10 colleges and has state-of-the-art facilities such as air-conditioned classrooms, laboratories, audio-visual rooms, the oval track, and the library. Reason number 5, internationalization programs. has a number of international partner institutions that give it the leverage to embark on internationalization programs such as student and faculty exchanges, joint research publications, and other forms of academic collaborations. To date, has sent over 100 outbound exchange students and hosted over 60 inbound students for short-term and long-term study. Reason number 6, open education. believes that everyone in the world should have access to high-quality education. The founding fathers envisioned an institution that made educational opportunities available to all learners, regardless of their intellect, economic status, gender, or race. Hence, it has the long-standing open admission policy that does not require entrance examinations based on grades. In the more than 7 decades that has been evolving and growing with the times, the school has proven its mettle here and abroad and stands in an honorable reputation of quality programs, instructors, students, and administration. Choosing is choosing open education that assures quality and affordability. So what are you waiting for? Enroll now, mga ga!
All right, so there you have it, guys. Those are the 6 reasons now why you should choose University of Mindanao. And hopefully, you would choose either Bachelor of Physical Education or Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Social Studies. And so we say congratulations, and you can be assured, that once you would choose University of Mindanao, it will be the best choice that you will ever make. All right. For a while. All right. Okay, so please follow us on our social media pages, our Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and also on YouTube. So if you're going to review those information of this program info session, so you just tune into our YouTube channel. Please visit also www.umindanao.edu.ph for some admission requirements and other information about the university. And we say thank you and advance congratulations on your graduation day. I know you're very excited on this, and hopefully after your graduation, you would really automatically choose University of Mindanao as your partner for your college degree or for your achieving your dreams and aspirations in the future. So thank you so much, and amping mga ga. God bless.